It was a good game. I think it was a hard-fought game. It wasn't pretty, but I think one of the big things that we're showing this year is the resilience when we're not playing good soccer at home, that we're just making this our fortress. I mean, what is it, 22 unbeaten, I think, 23 unbeaten at home. So, and in my opinion, I don't even think we've played to our potential yet, but I think this is the gritty side of the game that we're really now showing, and I think this is what embodies us whenever we're able to fight and get through games. Then that's when we get results that way, it makes us almost unstoppable because we can play pretty soccer and then we can grind out results. So for me, that's what today's game was. Seattle obviously is one of the most dangerous teams in the league, and I think we did a really good job of stopping them, and we just did really well on the counter. For the biggest thing was the coaches just told me when I'm coming in, just be as aggressive as you've been in the last few weeks. Like they told me I'm gonna get my reward, and it's funny. Like I knew when he got injured, like I was like, today's gonna be the day I score. Don't know how it's gonna happen, but I'm gonna score. So So I think the biggest thing is that it's Robin's been saying to me, just be aggressive, be aggressive. And I think like in the last few games, especially since the Portland game, I've really started to find my footing. So I'm hoping this goal now is going to start turning into a bunch, and I hope I go on a scoring tear now. It's just the work. It's just, guys wanting to do the things they don't want to do. I came on and I felt like I didn't get a chance to breathe. I think I sprinted for, 55 minutes straight. And honestly, that was a harder game than playing maybe LAFC when I played, 83 minutes Kansas, where I played the whole game. Like, that was harder, but it's just about the commitment to the work. And that's the biggest thing that the coaching staff has said is doing the things that you don't feel like doing. And I 100% didn't feel like doing that today, but like we had to get the result. So chasing guys down and just trying to be a pest. And Robin's been telling me that like on the defensive side of the game, if I can be a pest going against defenders defensively, like trying to steal the ball from them, then it will change my game. And I think that everyone on our team is doing that, just being a pest and making it like difficult for some of these top players, like a guy like Rui Diaz. I don't think he maybe had one shot on goal today. And for me, he's the best striker in the league, honestly. So just being a pest and just being in people's faces, and that's what's going to help us to play against the top players like that. He really impressed me. I kept joking with him all week. I'm like, you need to play good. And he was like, yo, don't put too much pressure on me. But I personally like him, and I like to play with him too. I think he's just a very, very, very solid player. Honestly, who said it? Someone said it's like Beto when he was like playing back in Toronto. Like he's very solid, doesn't make mistakes. He's gonna have a really, really bright career in this league, and hopefully he can go overseas. But I think he's a really good player, and I think Christian Roldan's not a hard play. Is a very hard player to play against. I mean, I've played with Roldan in the national team, and so versatile, can do so many different things to hurt you. And I think he did a really good job of containing him today.
For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes you're out at the old ball game.